right. Boom, 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 boom.
Something new.
We back.
Okay. Reverb and that. Man, put the reverb on, yeah? Say nothing.
Episode 90.
What we're doing for 90. I like that one. That's
Like that,
probably,
yeah?
That's been your best one.
Is that your
so
best
far.
one, yeah?
Might be still.
I've been trying to impress you still.
It might be. Don't, man. It's all right.
Thank you, man. Yo, people, it's Watch It or Not
TV.
I'm your host, Daniel Nero. I'm with my co-host.
I go by the name of Zoosh, a.k.a. Guyver.
People, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment because we want to hear that sound.
Ta-ting.
Or,
Ta-tung.
and before I get into that, I just want to big up the cameraman Alex
You already know.
on the ones and twos.
He's not on the ones.
I'll do what the fuck I want.
Bruh.
Yeah, how about that?
Big man.
Yeah,
Hot stepper.
Energy. How about that? Yeah.
Say no.
I was thinking the other day,
Why would
these
your big
motherfuckers
son-
telling me I can't say the ones and twos.
Pow.
Shit, man, I say whatever the fuck I pleasing.
Tell him why you mad.
Zeus, please explain to them. I know I mixed it up, but like I said, do the fuck I want.
I mean, yeah.
Shit.
Go you, man.
Explain to them the ting and the tong ting.
How'd that work again? How'd that work? How'd that
How'd
work?
it be happening? How'd it be happening?
All right, people, you already know you've been watching episode 89. And now you're here on episode 90. How did you get here? I'm going to tell you how you got here, people. You pressed that notification bell and you was reminded. And what happened is it made different sounds. And you know why it made different sounds? Because depending on what browser you use to watch this show on, it makes different sounds.
Bomber Rossclot. You get me?
What does that mean in English?
Well, Bomber Rossclot.
Yeah.
Struth.
Struth.
No, that's Australian. That's what it means as Australian. In London, it means crikey. Is that Australian as well?
That sounded Australian.
All right. In English, it means
Wicked?
no. It means
No. Why did I say wicked?
I don't know. It
Oh,
means
stop. What's crikey?
like wow. But it's better than it's got to be better than wow.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
there's got to be more. Bumber. What do you say, bumber?
Bomber Rossclot.
So use that in a sentence.
Can't really use Bomber Rossclot sentence, can you? It's more of just a standalone word. You get it?
It's like an emotion, a feeling.
Yeah, it's like Bomber Rossclot. Just like, what could you say? There is a word. There has to be.
So it's like, oh my days.
Yeah, but it's not oh my days. It's more like, good gosh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Golly. Golly. Golly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like. That's what it means.
But it's still different because you can't use golly again and you can use bumber asshole in a different kind of
but you can
context.
use golly in anything.
Should you?
Yeah.
No.
No, someone just got ran over there. Golly.
It's always like a shock
it's
type
good
of thing.
gosh. Good gosh.
Yeah, so it's always like a shock type of surprise, like a I don't know. if
No,
that's
it could
the
be
right
like,
word.
you just got a new job. Oh, good gosh.
No one says that after you.
No, they won't. No?
Let's just get into it, man. Let's get into it.
I thought it was all right.
How's your weekend been done?
It's been all right, you know. It's been not too bad. I'm quite tired today. I don't know what it is, but Tuesday, the juice helps. We established that as well. The juice helps. And we also established that most podcasts that you watch or see, they're drinking. And we understand why.
Yeah. Just in case you guys didn't.
It's like
it kind of
Lucas.
Yeah. It's like it gets the sugars going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly that.
How are you, Alex? Actually, how are you? We never asked how you are. How are you? You good? Anything happen good for you? No. He's being coy. That's what we call it. He's being coy. That's what we call it. Zeus, please explain to the people then what we are reviewing today.
Okay, so on today's show we have Descendant, which is a new documentary on Netflix. And I believe it's not. I don't know why I'm like, is it? Is this our first series on Paramount?
Yeah.
It
We ain't
is.
done anything on Paramount.
We haven't done a film. We have done a film. What was
Go on, Alex.
yeah.
Go on. Was that Paramount?
And what was the other one with when they were doing the lottery scam?
Oh, was that Paramount as well?
I think so.
Something Perry and no.
Something. But I'm sure that
Mitch,
was.
Madge.
But anyway,
I know it was in it anyway.
this is our first series.
This is our
though.
first series, yeah.
Our first series on Paramount, which goes by the name of Flatshare.
Yeah. It's actually the Flatshare.
I was gonna say that, but wasn't too sure.
Yeah, I thought it was flat, but it's actually the Flatshare.
The Flatshare.
Yeah.
All right, the Flatshare.
The Flatshare.
Paramount Plus.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, is it? I think it's Paramount Plus UK.
Does that mean they've got a US?
That's just Paramount Plus, or it's just Paramount.
I thought Paramount Plus was the streaming platform, and Paramount is actually the channel. But you might be learning me something today. I don't know. I'm here to learn. I'm here to pick up a gem.
I'm not sure. I think Paramount Plus UK is Paramount Plus UK, and I think Paramount Plus is Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Like the encompassing business model. You understand?
Like the umbrella.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the umbrella. That's what I think is good. But all right, cool. So we're gonna start with The Descendant, 2022 documentary. How are we doing this?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sounds like you want me to do it like a Colombian.
Yeah.
Escobar.
Yeah.
You wet my whistle.
Do it like a Colombian.
First of all, I just want to put a disclaimer out there. If there's any Colombians watching this, that I do apologize for the way I'm about to butcher your accent.
I mean, just give it a good welly. They'll understand.
Okay. I'm just thinking of Scarface. I don't even know if he's from Colombia, but whatever. No, he is. I'm a Colombian. No, I'm a Cuban. That's why he's Cuban. He's not Colombian.
I ain't seen Scarface in time.
Starface. Oh, sorry, I'm about to digress.
That's a wheeler. That's the whole.
About to digress. Okay. Follows a descendant. Oh, I don't know what this is, but it's something.
Yo.
Follows descendants of the survivors from the Clotilda, man. The last ship, man, that carried enslaved Africans, man, to United States, man, as they reclaim their story, man.
Man got real ignorant towards the end. It's like, let me just throw in the mate.
They gonna get it. They gonna understand where I'm from. They know exactly what part of the South Americas I be.
All right, I don't know how to take to that one.
Yeah, I don't know even if they heard it, but that's where it be. Anyway.
I didn't even get what that was.
That's cool, man.
I mean, do you care to sum that up? Like,
basically,
in your own
this
words?
is a documentary about the descendants of the last slave ship that came to America.
Yeah.
And this is about them looking into their history, looking into their roots, etc., finding each other.
Trying to keep the history.
Yeah.
I think
because it's something that they perceive. Well, to be fair, I'd never heard of it, so I guess they're right. So it's something that they feel that is put underneath. You know what I mean? Like it's subdued. It's not something that is readily out there as information. You have to go look for it. So they wanted to.
Well, yeah, and I think that's pretty much even more of the bulk of the documentary is them trying to just put out the word
and let them know. Because if you think about it, like being the descendants of someone who was on the last slave ship. I mean, that's something to talk about.
And you know what I thought about as well. Like, imagine being like and growing up where it's taking place. So imagine where you live now was literally where the last slave ship was. There is kind of like a different attachment than someone saying another state. Like looking into that, it's like, yo, I was literally. I'm sitting here. Over there was where such and such happened.
Yeah, my like great was the last person.
I don't even think it's that much greats.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's not even that much greats. As you get to see in the documentary, there are people where it was like, yo, my granddad.
Yeah, that's when you know it's wild. That's when you know, like, that's when it sounds wild.
Yeah,
like it's just like my granddad was like was on the slave ship. I'm like, what? Like fucking hell, blood.
Yeah, that was.
They really are a disrespectful people, you know, G.
Disrespect going on here. I feel it starts off with major disrespect in the sense of how the ship actually ended up there. Yeah. So it was by a guy named Timothy. I don't know why I say Tiffany. Yeah. I know why I say Tiffany, but we'll get to that later. Guy named Timothy Mayer. Yep. Basically made a bet that after they abolished slavery, he could still bring slaves over. Yeah. Which he did.
Pussy.
However, reason why he's a pussy is because he burnt the ship.
Yeah.
So he burnt the evidence, burnt the ship, and so that's why this was kind of unspoken about.
And also started moving mad with trying to what's the word? Like trying to baffle the feds and the people so that they wouldn't even know where the ship was coming in.
That was a mad one.
He was a fucker. He was a fucker. We say he's a little fucking ginnel. You get me?
Is that what we say?
The fucking junk.
What is that in Jamaican?
What, ginnel?
Yeah.
They're called jankro. Little fucker, yo.
Alright,
jankro, you get me?
This is interesting because you could see how attached the people was to Africa Town.
Yeah.
Which is what the town... I can't remember what the town was called before.
It
was called Africa Town.
That escapes me. But yeah, Africa Town. And they was actually attached, obviously, to the family element of everything as well. It's
because there was even like a younger generation. It was interesting to see like how attached the younger generation was.
Yeah,
like you see a couple of Mandem and it was like, yo, they felt like this was like in their heart.
But then do you know what? Yeah, what I do think is sometimes, like I do think that this is just generalizing now, that I think like with every generation, we end up losing a bit of our culture because Because like, so my dad was born and bred in Jamaica. Yeah. So he come over in the 50s, I think. Yeah. So my dad was very much Jamaican.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when we were growing up, what I ate, how he spoke, how he acted, do you know what I'm saying? He was Jamaican. Whereas my mum, she was born in England, but her parents were born in Grenada. And there was a massive difference in the culture that my mum would show me to what my dad. That's why a lot of people cuss me for this, but when I say, like, people say, well, from the first thing I say is Jamaican, because the reason I say that is because that's the culture. I didn't really have a Grenadian culture. Do you get what I'm saying? I had a Jamaican culture growing up because, like, even when I used to go and see my family on my Jamaican side, on my dad's side, sorry, they were all Jamaicans.
Like a lot of them,
they were born and bred in Jamaica, come over, but with my mum, like all of her brothers were born here, their kids were born here. Like it was more English. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So going back to relating this to the Descendants, obviously the kids, so the second generations that have come after, they've still honed this. Do you know what I mean? They've put this down and like this is who you are.
It's almost like they've been told like bedtime stories about this.
Right.
Like they've sat around campfires and heard like this is embedded. Like I kind of know nothing else but this. Like this is
that's
something. And it was quite interesting because it was even when they wanted to set up like that project where they were getting like kids to learn how to scuba dive and research and do more to find out more about this culture to kind of keep it alive. Yeah. Which brings me to the point of what was good about this is you often hear the complaints about black communities don't stick together. And I think this was a perfect example of a community sticking together throughout a period of time for a length of years to get to an end result. Yeah. Which essentially they started to get to. But even as we were talking about the Timothy Mayer, even when we was talking about what he did, it's mad to see that even up to 2000 and in the 2000s, like say, 2019 is where I think they kind of got their word out and got the thing popping. But before that, where they had turned the town into basically factories to basically mask off all the history and like it's just like an industrial estate now.
Can I say something about that? About you saying that the people sticking together. Do you know why that's upsetting? Because I've always had this thing, where it's weird. There's a stigma of black people that they don't stick together. Yeah. And I agree with it. But the only time I feel like black people come together, and stick together is through trauma. That's the only time we seem to bound together and be like, we're together. Do you get what I mean? It's never really out of fun. It's never really like, you know what? You're black. Yeah. Let's do this together. You get me? You've got a business. You got a black business. I've got black. Like, let's do this. It's always out of, this bad thing has happened to you. I sympathize with you because I can kind of understand because I've been through something similar. Yeah. So let's band together. Do you know what I mean?
And even when it is fun, it's still so much on a smaller scale in comparison. You get me? It's never on the large scale, like you're saying. When it comes to trauma-based stuff, it's always like on a big scale.
Even like, look at like the Black Lives Matter thing. Like, that was huge. Like, that's the biggest, that's in my time, as a Briton, that's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's probably like the biggest black movement
That is the biggest thing by far I've ever seen. Like, that was wild. Do you know what I mean? It became exhausting, more exhausting to be black, speaking to your white friends and shit. It's like, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? But like, again, that was through George Floyd, right? Was that because of George Floyd?
Yeah.
That was sparked from that.
Sparked,
But it's like, it's trauma. It's always trauma. Like, and again, the last slave ship to land in America, that's what's banding these guys together. Not that I want to take it away, but I'm saying it's just why does it always have to be trauma? Why can't we band together just because you're black?
I think the harsh reality is because most people feel comfortable in that state and can relate to people more than they can via happiness, weirdly. Like, I just feel like that's the sad reality of it, really.
Fair enough. But yeah, anyway, back to the Descendant. Listen, I understand the sentiment here because if you must feel a sense of, not entitlement, but you must feel a sense of like your descendants have come off the last slave ship in America. And obviously, when we talk about racism, I think I can say safely that racism in America and racism in Britain is a completely different.
It's 100%.
It's a completely
100%.
Like, I don't have to worry about going home. And
100%.
Do you know
100%. Completely different ball game. That's why I kind of sometimes sympathize with the way they go on about like slavery stuff and the trauma base, because it's like they in somewhat are still living this. Yeah, it's still kind of rife.
It's different over there.
It's rife over there. So,
and especially in certain states, it's different over there. Like, I think it wasn't not too long ago that, sundown states. Whereas, like, if you was black and the sun was going down, I think that's like,
there's a city somewhere out there that's still rules still apply.
I'm pretty sure
rules still apply.
I'm pretty sure there's them little states in South America where it might not be legal, but it's like,
here,
you
see around this fence,
that like I can't be out here at this time. Do you know what I'm saying? So out there in America, this type of stuff, because like if you was talking about like, because we got the Windrush and stuff like that, it wasn't slavery, but I mean, that's where we go with it. Do you know what I'm saying? But in America, it's a completely different set. So when you're talking about, right, my ancestors, my granddad was my granddad was the earliest I heard was the last slave to come off the ship. That's a different, like, I don't want to say achievement, but you understand what I'm saying.
Well, I can feel how they feel a sense of responsibility. It's like, like, it's on our home turf. It's like, we gotta represent.
We gotta make sure that we do this right.
If we're not representing,
who the fuck
man can't expect man in New York that lives in a 5-story apartment to relate to that, and we're here on the ground. Right, so I can see how, I don't want to say pressure, but I can see how they feel a sense of responsibility.
And also going back to with the industrial situation around it, obviously they try to hide this. They tried to hide this. Like, wow, like this didn't happen. So like, obviously, and this is the type of situation that occurs when things want to be like masked. Do you know what I mean? They do subtle things. Like, let's put.
Start playing the long game. They're playing the long game.
Let's surround this town with factories. Do you know what I mean? To pollute them, etc., etc. They probably move out. They probably won't want to live here. This, that, etc. They start playing the long game.
And that's what was powerful about the people that actually live there, because it's not like they live in Beverly Hills and they got peas, or the town's full of rappers and entrepreneurs and that. Not to disrespect the people, but you can see it's like a humble town. They're together. It's very peaceful. So the fact that they got through that You get me? Through the factories and boom, 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 and managed to get this out and managed to build what they needed to build and get the message across.
So anyway, watch it or not?
I'm gonna say it's a watch it. It's good. I would say the only bad point I had was it was a tad too long. It was a tad too long. I feel like they could have summed it up. But however, there was a lot of information to get across. Yeah. They told a story. It was delivered quite well. No, I enjoyed it. It was good. It was insightful. I tell you what, it was insightful.
Learned a lot.
Yeah. It was insightful.
And that's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly what you wanted to understand.
The message was across. The message. I received the message. I was like, I fully didn't know nothing about this. So I got the message. So literally on that as well, it's definitely a watch it.
I'll say it's a watch it as well. Yeah, definitely, because obviously the message that they tried to convey hit me. I understand that we as English people might not have that feeling towards slavery and racism, etc. It's not really something that, especially in our generation, that we've really experienced. Slavery, like racism, slavery is different. Do you know what I mean? Racism is different. Slavery, that's not really something
whole different ball game
we've gone through. Do you know what I'm saying? Or my great granddad or my granddad or whatever. We ain't gone through that. So for them, it's obviously a different attachment to this story, being descendants of the last of people coming off the last slave ship. Do you know what I mean? So it was insightful. It's a learning situation. You learn things about it and be like, okay, right, like that happened. I didn't know that happened, etc., etc. So, and it was also good as well that some of the families of the actual slavers were taking accountability.
That was good.
That was good.
And when they met up, they went on the boat and they went out to I thought that was that was one of the
that was different.
Yeah, that was one of the highlights. So, that was one of the highlights of it.
So it's definitely a watch it from me. Yeah, Descendant. Yeah, Netflix. Well done.
Done now.
Okay. On to the next one.
On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next. Remember that was a big tune, man.
That was a big tune. Do you know what it is? Yeah. If I could remember the lyrics, I would have sang along with you, but I couldn't.
It's all right.
I got 100 ways to get it in. No? No? Does it say that?
It might do.
That was at the start.
On the fourth verse. Huh?
I got 100 ways to get it. Get it. No.
Maybe. I don't remember. Why could you just jump on to the next one? On to the next one.
I didn't know how many times he said on to the next one, so I didn't know if he was going to stop on like the third. Because you'd have been like, on to the next one, on to the next, and I would have been like, on to the,
I wouldn't do that, man.
Oh, you wouldn't lie, man. All right, cool. The Flatshare.
Brand new.
Like,
fresh.
Literally came out last week.
Spankers.
I ain't going to sit here and say that man had already seen the first 2 episodes.
Ooh.
I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say I went to the premiere. You get me?
Oh, man,
I'm not going to say that.
Man like you, yeah?
Not going to say that.
Man like you.
Not going to say I saw this weeks ago and I was on the embargo.
Easy now.
Ain't going to say that. Now.
Can I use Bumba Ross?
Yeah, you can use Bumba Ross Clark.
Bumba Ross Clark. Bumba Ross Clark. Bumba Ross Clark. Bumba Ross Clark.
Right, cool. Flatshare, new 2022 Paramount Plus rom-com. How are we gonna do the
I don't know.
Oh, do you know how you're gonna do it? Let me tell you how you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it like Romeo and Juliet.
All right.
Like old English, Spanish. Spanish? Shakespeare. I don't know why I said Spanish.
Yeah, do I.
It's because I was thinking about doing Spanish on Duolingo. But you know I already know Spanish in that, but you zooming in? You good?
Why you always gotta highlight that? It be far away, you be with your 3D specs and that. I don't be saying nothing. I let you do your thing. Yeah, you still be squinting behind the big screen.
No, I don't squint behind the glasses.
Whatever, man.
If I take them off, I gotta squint.
Look at that, smizing.
Yeah, but hold on.
Looking like flipping Joe. Looking like Joe Cole. What are you doing? You think this is a Pepsi ad? Mad.
I can see myself over there, but I'm fully a fucking blur. You know, I can't see
I know.
shit. But trust me, I'm doing that sexy thing.
I don't know what that is.
And now I'm here back with my Joe 90 glasses. Anyway, go on, do your thing.
Man. A unique situation where to save money, 2 strangers share a flat on a schedule where they never met each other.
You know what? Yeah. Do you know? Can I say something? You've been putting effort in recently.
They communicate via post-it notes while they navigate their unusual agreement, their relationship and lives. Yeah.
No, you've been putting effort in recently.
Look.
Because I've been noticing. You
trying to, build this show to, where it's supposed to be.
I've been noticing.
Man, I have to make sure we sharpen bits.
I've been noticing. Okay. This one, like we said, brand new. Main characters, Jessica Brown Findlay.
Jessica Brown Findlay.
Jessica Brown Findlay. I remember her from... don't worry where I remember her from. I remember she was in
Downton Abbey.
It's Downton Abbey. You said this last time.
Ain't it Downtown Abbey, you know?
This is Harlem.
in our Downtown Abbey. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna front like I made a mistake. I thought it was Downtown Abbey. Ain't it Downtown Abbey?
You said this the other day, and I was like, nah, he must have genuinely made a mistake.
I thought it was, ain't it Downtown Abbey?
Downton Abbey.
What's Downton? Where's Downton?
Fuck knows, but Downtown Abbey is like...
Downtown Abbey makes more sense.
No,
it does. It does.
Downtown Abbey. That's what I remember from Downton Abbey. But she's also in that Life After Life, which is...
she's been in a few bits, to be fair. She's been in a few bits.
I've seen her face.
Because when I see her face pop up on the Flatshare, I was like, I know your face from somewhere.
I've seen her face,
Yeah, I've seen her around.
Alongside her co-star, we've got Anthony Welsh, who we've seen in a lot.
Yes.
Even back into theatre. So I see him at one of my favourite plays, which is The Brothers' Size. That was awesome.
I haven't seen that.
Wicked. Really good. Barbershop Chronicles.
What was the one on Netflix that we reviewed?
Oh, shit. Fucking hell.
The one with the horses.
Yeah,
Calm with Horses.
Yeah, he's been in Hannah. He's been in The Great. Even back in the day, he was in My Brother the Devil. He was in Journeyman with Paddy Considine.
Yes.
He was within The Girl with All the Gifts with Paddy Considine again as well. Like, so if you know the know, he's been active, and he's been working, and this was his shot at
and I feel like Jessica. I'm not too sure.
Downton Abbey's massive.
Yeah, true. Well, you know what? I never saw
Downtown Abbey.
I never saw Downtown Abbey, so I don't really know her part, but I just know she was in it. So let me know. You hear me?
To be fair, I haven't watched Downtown Abbey either, so I don't really know how much, but I know.
But it felt like watching this was their time to shine.
Yeah, this was like, right, you got this now.
Yeah.
This is it, and the promotion for this has been wild.
Been seeing this
wild
everywhere.
I see something in Westfield. I've seen it on buses. I've seen it on billboards. It's popping up on my phone. I see a Guardian article. So they're really putting effort into this one.
Yes.
Like they're really putting effort into this one. This is a book adaptation as well.
Yeah.
A book adaptation, and we actually spoke to. I say we, watch it or not, me. We spoke to the author as well at the premiere that we went to, and she said that she wrote this on and to and from her way to work.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she wrote it on the
writing
train.
notes in her phone.
No, on her laptop, just writing it on the train to and from to work. She wrote it, and then look where she is.
Did she say where the idea came from?
She said, I asked her questions in terms of certain parts of the show, and she said that her friend had gone through something or something like that, or a friend had been involved in something. So I don't,
because is Flatshare a thing like this? Is there Flatshares like this?
I don't think there's Flatshares in terms of
like night and day,
8 and 8. I don't know, but maybe there is. I don't know, but it's not
because
something
I can see how it works, but it's a mad one.
Yeah, it's definitely mad, especially if you're sleeping in the same bed.
It's a bit of a mad
as a man and a woman,
and you've never actually met. It'd be different if you're like you have a friend and both got two different schedules. It's like boom, but like to not know the person, never seen them. Like it is a mad one.
No. So anyway, when I read the synopsis of this, automatically it felt to me as this is for certain people. Like it's not for I don't think this was made in the vision for people like us.
No,
if that makes sense.
no,
when they made this, I feel like they made it for.
This is for your rom-com lovers, your people that like to read a book and have a coffee and proper get into it and like to see it like a relationship build, and
I really want.
It had a lot of those moments.
Yeah, it was like this was. I don't know. I want to say something, but I don't like.
Go on, say it, man. It's the realest review show out here.
I feel like this was for white people and women. That's what I feel like they made it for. Like when I say white people and women, I feel like this wasn't for the man them.
No,
you get what I'm saying?
No.
This wasn't for like your average watcher. Sorry, this was for like your average watcher, not like men.
Nah.
But then are rom-coms ever for men?
No.
Is Bridesmaids a rom-com?
No.
All right.
It's could be a comedy rom-com. Could be.
Well, I mean, a comedy rom-com is a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Can't be a comedy rom-com. Rom-com's a rom-com.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's like calling it an action.
All right. Proved your point. Proved your point.
All right.
But well, then, no, it's not then.
What, Bridesmaids?
Yeah, I'm not putting it under rom-com.
It's not a rom-com?
Nah.
Even though she finds love in the end.
I know, but it's less about love.
Stuff.
It's less about love, though.
It's about love.
It's less about love, though. Yeah,
and
but
it's the
but the whole thing's less about love. Maybe it is a rom-com.
Is this about love?
Love? No.
But this is a rom-com.
It's rom-coms about love.
I mean, it's a romantic comedy.
Yeah, so it's romance about love. Like, can you be romantic without loving someone? Hey.
You want icebox, man.
What are you talking about? You can't be romantic without loving someone. That could be romantic on a date. I don't love her. What's going on here?
Damn, man, you cold.
Oh, what's cold about that, bro?
You going on the date?
Bro, you need to be
love her?
giving. You need to be.
You don't even love
bro,
her?
Don't be giving your heart out to these girls like that, bro.
That's a surefire way to get hurt.
Don't get caught out.
Don't get hurt.
Don't get caught out, bro.
Yeah, all right, cool. Back at it. Yeah, so I hope people understand what I meant by that. But this isn't something that I personally would have read the synopsis for and watched.
Yeah.
However, due to the show, due to who was in it, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a chance. And thank God I did.
Yeah, I knew exactly why you were saying what you were saying.
Yeah.
Because it's the total opposite.
Oh my God. First of all, this was hilarious. Like, there was so many funny bits in this. Like, funny bits that shouldn't even be funny.
Yeah,
Just like, like, I catch myself laughing. And I'm
you know who had me busting up? The boss.
Please say that. Oh, the boss. He was funny. Yeah, he was.
I liked his sarcastic, cheeky.
Yeah.
Walking the line, risky humor, kind of.
He was good.
Yeah,
even when he was like, "Oh, group hug." Oh no.
Yeah.
no. Step back. Do you know who I liked? Who I thought was hilarious was the boyfriend. When he started.
We're gonna get to the boy Leon. No, not Leon.
No.
What was his name? Justin. He was funny.
Yeah, he
was
funny.
Definition
do you know what I also liked about this? Yeah, is that the two main characters, so Jessica and Anthony, they showed range in their performance. So because you hit completely different emotions.
Yeah.
So like
throughout.
So you had the situation with the brother being in jail. So that comes in the first episode. So that's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
So the brother being in jail, and you had that type of emotion, and then you've got the emotion where, like, obviously he works in a home. So
working in a hospice. Can we just touch on that? Like, that's a different kind of job, you know? Like, you've got to be a different kind of person, which is why I liked Leon's character, because it kind of showed that emotion of how you would be working in a hospice, in and outside of work.
Yeah.
The attachment, the moods you would go through while still being in a relationship and still trying to make ends meet, still trying to do what you got to do in terms of like being a part of a family. I don't want to give away what happened.
Yeah.
But like there was a lot of emotion shown within that. And I think like working in a hospice kind of gave it that kind of
push that no, it was, because obviously you're working with people that are ill, people that could possibly die at any time. You don't know.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously still got to live your life outside, and any problems you've got there, etc. And
as you got to see in this, like, work don't stop.
No,
Yeah, work don't stop.
Yeah, you
Like,
still got
just because you're not at work, like you still kind of got a responsibility.
Yeah.
So that was different. I really like Tiffany, and this is why I kept saying Tiffany earlier.
Yeah, I know. That's yeah.
I really liked her character as well.
Her character reminded me of an average woman. Like I feel like the majority of women are like that.
Well, I wouldn't even say average woman. It was more like, it was like.
I feel like I feel like a lot of women, more women than not will associate themselves with her character.
Yes.
With like her quirkiness, how like cuckoo she was at times, like her awkwardness, etc.
Yes.
I feel like they will just resonate with that and be like, oh my God, that's the type of foolishness I would do. Like I would do something silly like that.
Even her relationship.
I feel like that's all women, but
oh,
I feel like that's all women.
Go on, get into it, guy.
I feel like that's
get
all women.
It, my
like
guy.
99% of women. That's how they.
That's what, like what? Because for those who haven't seen the show, what do you feel like 90% of women are like?
Tiffany.
Cop out.
Like Tiffany.
Cop out.
No, I feel like that's how they.
All right, cool. That's how we're selling it. You feel like 90% of the women are like Tiffany.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Women, you need to check out the show so you can see what Tiffany's like and see if you're like her.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I also feel that this show was really trying to make Anthony Welsh a heartthrob. Because the amount of times I see this youth with his top off, Furthermore, the poster, he's got his top off. Like I feel like
there's a lot of scenes where it's like,
Like, I mean, you didn't need your top off there, bro. Like you could have had the scene would have been the same if you would have had your top on, but they wanted your top off. I get it. I really think they're trying to do the handsome black man Leon top off. Like I see what they was doing.
I see what they were pushing.
I see what they was trying to do. So I feel like they're trying to like, you know, them gal there to be like.
What, the Tiffany's?
The Tiffany's.
Because that's 90%, remember? 90%.
I said 99, but whatever.
Oh, my bad.
I said 99. Don't make me add a point to that as well.
My bad.
Point.
Nah,
so, I feel like they was going there with that character. And in terms of his character as well, he was really likable.
Yeah.
Really relatable.
Yeah.
Like, he was really like...
Because... even though you watch these shows and you've either got a guy that's like a super show off or he's got mad bravado and he's that guy, or you've got a guy that's like a super nerd and like he's like geeked out. Like most guys are just straight in the middle. Like we're just, it's cool. Like man don't shout all the time. Man ain't ranting and raving. Man ain't trying to do this. Man ain't trying to prove this. Like man just working in that. Yeah,
working in that.
Man's just working in that. Yes, man's working. Man's just a normal guy, innit? It's like not everybody's here, not everybody's here. Sometimes
it's just here.
And that's how we got across the character.
Yeah.
I really like the dialogue in this.
Yeah, it was
like between everyone.
Yeah, I think
like
there wasn't one
between
character
Tiffany
I didn't
and
like
the brother, between the brother and Tiffany.
I like the friend, Maya,
the one that worked.
The one that was the lawyer.
Oh,
with her friend. I like that whole dynamic. And you know what as well was good about this show? There was other little side storylines apart from the main one that still ticked along and that still kept you interested.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was still... It was a really,
you know,
really
it's funny
good
because
show.
I think it was so much more intriguing because of what you said in the beginning, because this wasn't aimed at man. Do you know, what do you call those ones? They're like hidden gems. Yeah.
I did not expect what I got from this. I didn't expect it. Do you know what this is like? Oh my days, I've got it. Do you know what this is like? This is like, you see when your missus is watching the show and you're like, what's that? Oh yeah, this, that. And you walk past it. The next day you see Sam, like, what's his name? Like, what's he doing? And then she's like, oh, this, that, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, all right, cool. You're like, do you want to watch it? No, I don't watch it.
Next show.
Walk off. And then the next thing you're cooped up with your missus.
You're like, he's with her now. He's with her.
That's what I'm saying. He did that. Oh my days, I can't believe it. He couldn't teach Tiffany like that. Oh my God. Can you believe that, babes? That's what this show was. It was like one of those shows, those typical shows that you would join your missus. Like your missus would be watching. You'd be acting like you didn't care
episode
about.
3, sold.
Sold, bruv. You're in, bruv. You got your slippers on.
By episode 3, you're vexed that you even watch it. It's like, so we're not watching this today, no. Like, what are we doing then? What's going on this evening? Yeah, it's definitely one of them.
And it's one of those ones that picked up every it's like a snowball. Like you was like, right, like what happens next? What happens next? What happens next?
I love the soundtrack on this as well.
It was so good. It was so basic and so good.
Soundtrack was the theme tune was a vibe. So this gave me as well.
Even what was going on in the theme tune with the post-it notes and it made the bed and the steps.
You know, I only clocked it by like episode 5.
Bruv.
I was like, oh,
bruv,
the post-it notes.
Bruv. I swear, I watched episode 5 and I was like, I was like, yo, do you know, is this that shit? Roxanne was like, oh yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah, and I was like, shit.
Like, literally, I don't know why that was.
Thought about this.
Yeah, I don't know why that was. I like the post-it notes idea as well.
It's cool. It's like
it's good how it snowballs into it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of moments where there's not a lot of moments, but there's things where it ties in. They have to tie in things.
Yeah.
You get me? And so there's things that happen that you don't take necessarily seriously because you know it just ties it in. Which I kind of get that. That's where you know like it was written from a book. If you get what I'm saying. You could kind of see the book in the show. Yeah, like I can tell this was a good read. If you know what I'm saying, when I was watching, I was like, okay, I could see how I'd be reading this, and I'll be envisioning some of the characters of how I would want them to look or appear, or boom, boom, boom. I knew. I was about to say something where it might spoil, but I knew
something was gonna happen.
I knew Broski was gonna wanna move to something. Does that make sense?
When we say broski, do we mean the brother?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't notice that. I just see that.
Yeah, I knew.
But that was good how it
But
it was another funny thing. It was just like comedy. It was comedy.
Yeah.
I don't really have much bad things to say about
No,
this.
I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it.
And what makes it good about the enjoyment is what you said. Is like I did not expect to enjoy it this much.
No, that's what I'm saying. By the 3rd episode, you are fully wrapped in and you're like, you know what's going on. You know the characters. You're hating some of the characters. I hated Justin. I hated the bedroom that snaked. You hear me? The one that she worked with.
Oh, that bitch.
Yeah, I was fully invested.
Although, no, I'm not gonna say it. No worries. Go on.
No, I was fully invested. I feel like everyone, like you said, there was so much side stories. I feel like everyone kind of got time to get off what they needed to get off. Like it wasn't a massive cast, but there was enough key players in it where it's like, okay, yeah, I know what was going on with her. I know the only person that you probably didn't know much about was the guy that she worked with. So there was like 3 of them on the team.
Yeah, who was also funny as well.
Yeah. He was probably the only one that you didn't really know too much about. Everyone else pretty much had a storyline and got off what they needed to get off. I thought the relationship in the hospice was really cool.
Yeah, all the scenes in the hospice I liked. Like I loved all the scenes in the hospital, every single one. Like even the one, I can't say it. I
know what you're gonna say.
But when he's hiding, like when he's hiding around.
Yes.
Even those they were all. Yo, let's get into it, man. This show for me was, I don't want to say top notch because it's not like the budget weren't like there and this, that, and the story weren't there, but the feel good factor in a time like this as well. Like in a time like
it came at a perfect time.
Right. In
like
a time
if you ain't seen
like
it yet.
where you got the cost of living crisis, you've got the housing crisis.
But it's interesting how it touched on that, but gave you a different angle from it where it weren't.
It's like such a perfect watch at a time where everything seems to be shit on that side. Such a perfect feel good, happy-go-lucky watch. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just, you leave it thinking, that was
You know what this gave me? And I don't know if you've seen it, but if they were to make this, if there was going to be seasons of this, along with the soundtrack, I got like a UK Insecure vibe.
I could
Like
work with that.
it was just such.
I could work with that because she's so awkward and how she's moving. Yeah, I understand.
And it was just such a casual watch, so relatable. It's like, again, she wasn't someone that you couldn't relate to. He wasn't someone you couldn't relate to. It was like you know these people. It was like someone coming and telling you a story about these two people at work. Yeah, it's like, right, you know, they share a flat and boom, 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 boom. It was like someone was telling you this story. So bro, this was good.
Yeah, a lot of people.
This was surprisingly good.
A lot of people have compared this to I think it's called Emily in Paris with
I haven't seen that, but what I've heard about it, I can see the comparison.
So that's what I've read. Yeah. But all right, let's get into it. Is this a watch it or not?
This is a 100% watch it. Like this is, like you said, this is feel good. It's relatable. It's funny. It's an easy watch. It's lighthearted.
Easy watch. That's the. It's an easy watch as well. Nothing feels taxing about this.
No. Like you're happily watching this. Yeah. Like you're cool. You're in a good mood. Yeah. You're in a good mood watching this.
This puts you in a good mood.
Yeah. This was good, man. Yeah. This was good.
For me, this is a massive watch it. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. Like it's one of those ones that you shouldn't like, but ended up liking so much. And if any of the man them understand what I mean when I say your girl's show, this is the one. Like, introduce your gal to this. How about that? How about that? Yeah. How about you man them take the initiative? Yeah. And you show your gal them this. So you'll be like, babes.
And you know what? She's gonna see the cover and she's gonna be like, what?
Is this you? But you're going to show her, you know what? I got a different side to me, bro. Yeah. You get me? I got a loving, romantic side to me.
Don't judge me.
Fucking like rom-coms now. How you like that, babes?
How you
I'm
like
opening up. You
Open
get me?
up.
What's the word? What they want you to be now?
Nescafe?
What?
Open up, Nescafe. Don't you remember that ever? No.
Vulnerable.
Okay, yeah.
That's the word.
Vulnerable.
We're vulnerable now. You get me? You're going to show your missus now. You'd be like, babes, I'm vulnerable. You know why? Because we're going to watch the Flatshare. Like a rom-com for you.
No. This is a winner. This is a winner.
This is dope. This is dope.
This is a winner. This is a winner, man.
Big up Jessica and big up Anthony, man. Friend of the show.
Every time.
All right, cool. That's
that, man. That was a good episode, man. Look at us, episode 90. People, 10 more episodes. Yeah. Until we reach that big 100, man.
Century.
So it's a little landmark.
Yeah, of course.
It's a light one. But it's a landmark still, man. A couple people don't make it to 100, man. So
a lot of people don't make it to
100. Yeah. So the fact that we're about to, you hear me? Big up.
All right, cool. We got any announcements?
Avatar.
Yeah, 17th, Saturday, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Healing Project. Tickets are sold out. How about that?
Oh, just like that.
Sold out.
Just like that.
Sold out. So you can't come. How about that? You should have listened. We've been bigging this up for like 3 weeks. How about that? You can't come. How about that? No more. So that's that.
Well, yeah, we're going to be there, though.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We're going to be there.
Because we bought our tickets early.
We're going to be there. Well, nothing really.
No.
We got some Christmas specials coming soon. Oh, yeah. We're going to let you lot know our favorite movies of the year. Mm-hmm. We're probably going to do some top 5, top 10, something.
Top something.
Yeah, so look out with that. We're going to be with the gang, rest of the man them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
All right, recommendations?
Recommendations.
I got one, actually. Farha. It's a movie on Netflix about the conflict between Israel and Palestine. It's actually nuts. Like, it's crazy. I watched it at like...
Is it what you say it was?
It's a movie.
Oh, movie.
I watched it at like 1 a.m. In the morning, like 2 days ago, and I was just like, fucking hell, like this is the last thing that you want to watch just before you go to bed.
One of them ones.
It's nuts. Like, it's nuts. So give that a watch. If you know anything about the Israel-Palestine conflict, it gives an insight into that. So yeah. Farha, not Netflix.
All right.
Farha.
I've got Echo Free.
I see you talk about that, and I heard your synopsis, and I see what it's based on. Zero Dark.
Yo,
Dark. Yeah,
this might be one of them.
yeah. I see it. I'm gonna watch it.
It might be one of them.
Apple as well. Isn't it?
I'm 3 episodes in. There's only 4 episodes out at the moment because it's coming out weekly. So I'm gonna try and catch it, and then I'm gonna try and do a weekly review thing. So, but yeah, that's literally about, let's just say a girl gets kidnapped, her husband and brother are military trained, and they go after her in Colombia. But while they go after her, there's just some kind of like war going on out there. Okay. But yeah, it's got that Zero Dark kind of Black Hawk down. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it might be one of them ones. Apple TV, man.
No, they're
Apple TV. You know what? That's what we might have to do. We might have to list our top streaming platforms of the year.
Well, I know who's winning, so it's
over HBO.
Ooh.
Ah,
yeah, but
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even have it. HBO ain't even English. Like we can't even. I mean, like you can't even get it.
Yeah, but we watch enough shows. Yeah. So, but yeah.
But all right, cool. I think that's it, man.
That's it, man. People, you already know. If you're at home and you ain't got nothing to watch, or you've been looking at something and you're like, I don't know if this is good or not, make sure you check out Watch It or Not
TV
for the best review show your girlfriend and your stepmom has ever seen. How about that?